GOG, you sons of bitches. How freaking dare you? How freaking dare you? How dare you? Corey Feldman is a fucking saint. Okay, maybe I should explain here. I'll start right at the beginning.
On one normal day, there came a game. A game that looked much like Duke Nukem 3D, except this was not only an adventure game, rather it soon proved to be perhaps the single most quirkiest adventure game ever made in the history of ever. Bad Mojo, surprisingly, comes in at a close second. Yeah, I know, a game where a crazy-ass Jim Carrey-like character turns into a cockroach isn't quirky enough. Oh, I know I'm shocked too! Both Bad Mojo and this game came out around the mid-90s, which was a rather quirky time in human history, I must say. The story in Normality is not that much to write home about. The story about the British development company that made this game isn't much to write home about either. Well, except that they bought DMA Design Limited back when they existed for Gremlin Interactive, got bought up themselves by Infrogame, and DMA Design Limited later became known as Rockstar North, and yada 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 yada. All I have to say is that if Gremlin didn't want to get bought out, they should have just stuck with that really kick-ass retro logo of theirs. I love it. This is great. Basically, the setting of Normality is Orwellian. Your character lives in a tightly controlled country where you have to be normal, otherwise, okay. Let's just say for now that you'll still have it much better than John Hurt did. But there's a little bit of a problem to living in this super depressing totalitarian state. And that problem is that your character is voiced by Corey motherfucking Feldman! Yeah!
I've never seen such an evocative and compelling rendering. The green eye, the boiling rage, it all adds up to one of the most brilliantly observed and executed things I have ever seen.
Or, he would be voiced by Corey Feldman if this was the US version of this game, which it's not. Totally not.
Truth be told, this game originally came from the other side of the pond, the UK, to be precise. Over there, the game was self-published by Gremlin Interactive. By then, it already had the boring dubbing.
I've never seen such an evocative and compelling rendering. The green eye, the boiling rage, it all adds up to one of the most brilliantly observed and executed things I have ever seen.
Oh, is there a game going on here? Am I playing a game here? Oh, bro, am I playing a game here?
Then Interplay acquired the North American distribution, and they said, oh fuck this lame-ass dubbing. Corey Feldman is gonna own this bitch. And thus, he did. And the world was a better place for it. The end.
He gives a performance that many consider to be grungy Kurt Cobain, crossed with an annoying California surfer dude who, you know, he probably took the reefer train one too many times for comfort. And now he wanders around existence, expelling pure bliss with that trademark stoner laugh that would, I'm sure, would make the ghost of Bob Marley proud. So, in layman's terms, he's every freaking 90s stereotype imaginable. Seriously, I'm not even, like, the only thing missing is, like, a friggin' can of Surge in his hand at all times he's seen on screen. Not like that's a bad thing.
Okay, so now, first off, yes, I understand that tastes, they differ with everybody. I've scoured many a forum, and I have read that people from the UK prefer the original dubbing, and my fellow North Americans over here, much prefer the Feldman dubbing, because, Feldman. Plus, we're America! So go suck one! Yeah! Many people have claimed that it's mainly because the dubbing that they had come to know was the more nostalgic and therefore the more desirable one, but I sincerely don't think that's the case. I think that Interplay was right on the nose with its decision. In all honesty, I don't even believe I would even be talking about this game if it only ever had the originally intended dubbing, because the originally intended dubbing of this game just plain sucks my all-American hot dog eating 4th of July loving Yankee ass ballsack. What's all them Brits across the pond got? May Day? As in May, I have a day to think up of a better name for this holiday.
That's a great joke there.
Well, to say that Interplay was in the right may be exaggerating a bit here. After playing through the game with the originally intended dubbing, I do get the fact that the non-Corey Feldman voice has a certain quirk about it. But seriously, Corey Feldman does a hell of a job with the voice acting, and I much prefer his voice. His voice just fits better in contrast to everything else about this game. And I'm not saying that all because of nostalgia, people, because I did not play this thing back when it first came out. I completely missed this title back then. It was only a few months ago when I finally got my hands on it after hearing about it for so long.
And guess which voiceover recording just happens to be the only one available on GOG.com? Feel like I've already told you the answer to that. Pretty sure I do.
Yeah, I know. I'm disappointed too. But fear not, my fellow dudes. There is a way you can install the Feldmeister dubbing into the GOG.com version. You see, the great thing about GOG is that their games are DRM free, meaning that you can mess around with the game files on your computer all to your liking. Like fucking hell, Steam is ever gonna let you do that because they just don't trust you to make common sense decisions concerning copyrights. And, let's be honest here. There's only gonna be distrust if Steam and Steam-like companies create a user-based experience based on distrust from the very get-go. Okay, that being said, I still have fucking use Steam! God fucking damn it! With a game as old as this one, I bought it anyway, figuring that, somebody already figured out how to install the Feldman dubbing into the GOG version. I didn't think it would be such a hard thing to do. Hell, I probably would have took a crack at it myself if no one else did. Turns out, somebody did beat me to the punch. And they did a bang-up job to boots. Check down below this video for a link to the technical details and for the torrent link to this patch.
Okay. So, I've been raving on and on and on and on and on and on and on about the dubbing in this game, but I'm pretty sure you're asking, is there an actual game in this? Or do I just want to give Corey Feldman a BJ all day long?
Honestly, there is not much to say about an old MS-DOS era game other than, this is really a cornball excuse for a game. Jesus fucking Christ. You have an Orwellian setting, and this is your theme song. This is your theme song! You honestly think Andy Warhol's large flaccid cock is gonna show up in this thing? Because even Duke Nukem would say you snorted one too many bath salts if you say, oh yeah, sure, Morty Wood's abound somewhere. Now, I did not call that pop art, mister. Keep that in your pants. The puzzles are, well, okay, they make sense in their own fucking batshit crazy way. Huge leaps in logic are required in some cases. A small case in point, and this is sort of a puzzle spoiler, but I'll try to keep it as unspecific as possible. Let's say you were looking for some milk, but you had no milk. Then you come across something that looks like milk, but in reality, it may give you lead poisoning, or, at the very least, would make your shit look like spray paint spewing out of your ass. You know what this game says? This game says fuck that lead poisoning bullshit and your spray painted asshole. Even if you end up killing a dude by exploding a building with him in it, and that dude comes back as an angel, that angel appears to be bitching a whole lot at you for killing him, but you can't hear all his wordy words, we still say, yeah, whatever. I'm voiced by Corey Feldman. Even God would give Corey Feldman a pass after the glory bestowed upon us that was his role in The Lost Boys. A role that proved, once and for all, that it is utterly impossible to take anything seriously that comes out of Corey Feldman's mouth.
I'm totally not bullshitting you. You just try to take that movie seriously for like 1 freaking second. 1 second. Okay, then again though, wasn't that a Joel Schumacher movie? I'm pretty sure that was. Of course, you can't take Joel Schumacher movies seriously. I can tell you that right now. Ah, yes. But it surely didn't help Corey Feldman, I can tell you that right now. He should have been Robin in Batman and Robin. That probably would have, probably would have helped his career in the 90s, maybe, I don't know.